Hello, everybody. We're gonna try to stream Mass Effect again. Looking back at my last stream, the audio is super low for me. The game, it sounds like, is more than high enough, but my talking is barely audible. I've played around with some of the settings, and hopefully that will help some things. Um, so yeah, we'll get back into it. To recap last time. What did we do? We started off on a mission to Eden Prime, found out that we were in the running to be a Spectre. We were a jerkbag to basically everybody. Um, on Eden Prime, we actually threatened two different civilians with our weapons, so we're doing proper space shooter guy stuff. Yeah. What else did we do? Oh, right. One Turian killed another Turian, which was bad for us. The council completely ignored valid evidence, and we went and teamed up with a larger lizard person and a slightly smaller lizard person to save a third potentially lizard person. I don't actually know what what the Quarians are at. Actually, I feel like I do. I have seen the Quarians unmasked, and they're just kind of like purple space humans. But Krogans definitely look reptilian. The Turians, they look kind of reptilian, a little bird-like. I don't know what they're all based off of, but anyway, hopefully my voice is going to be a little bit more audible in this one. We'll probably do kind of a short stream here. I'm going to do some of the exploration bits that I actually enjoy, which may not be the most interesting things to watch, but I enjoy it, so we're gonna do a little bit of that. With that in mind, let's see if I can get into stream. I still do not have any kind of transitions, so too bad. And I have to do this weird alt tabbing into the game thing that just does weird stuff. So, there I am with my gun out because I was testing sounds. I was just made a Spectre. I think we saved up on the platform up there. And I think I did talk to. Did I talk to anyone after? I don't think I talked to anyone after, so let's go. Let's go get some side quests.
No, I just want to ask a couple of questions.
Let's see if I can remember the buttons.
Congratulations on becoming the first human Spectre, Commander. I'm certain you'll be up to the challenge.
Who told you I was a Spectre?
I'm a senior officer with the Alliance. I knew about your candidacy before the Normandy was sent to Eden Prime. My name is Admiral Kahoku. It's about time the Alliance got one of our own in with the Spectres. We need people like you to deal with our problems.
Like what? What would Renegade Shepard really have expected there? Because obviously the higher ups are gonna know. And he definitely looks like a higher up. I'm assuming Rear Admiral is up there. I mean, I know Admiral is up there. I don't know military ranks. I don't know why I'm commenting on this. Let's just continue.
Is something wrong, Admiral?
I'm getting stonewalled by bureaucratic assholes. Nothing new. Maybe you can help me, Shepard. One of my recon teams was investigating some strange activity out in the Traverse. We lost contact yesterday. Now I can't get clearance to check it out. Suddenly it's a restricted area. But that doesn't apply to you, Shepard. Spectres can go anywhere they want. You could find out why my team dropped out of contact.
I'll look for them if I have time.
Well, that's more than most will commit to. I'm gonna stay here and see if I can find anything out through official channels. Won't hold my breath, though. I'll upload the info on where my team was last seen to your ship. Maybe you can get some answers.
I may have to play this on like a Paragon run, because like Renegade Shepard is just unpleasant to work with.
No, I
Like,
haven't spoken to him before. This is the first time I've requested
damn.
an audience.
It is pretty funny at times, though. Oh, that's right. I pistol whipped a science assistant. Did I pistol whip them? I think I might have just punched them.
I'm on a break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
Maybe I can help.
For money.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
Sometimes.
My
Did
brother's
not
the
mean to
captain
click
of a
yes.
ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Neither one of those options leaves a lot of hope.
I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
Okay, so we did learn that going Renegade option, well, was usually the Renegade option. Will just not get you the side quests, so we have to go with a kind of a neutral option at least.
Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find them.
Cool. Let's go. Where is? It's in CSEC, I think. I think we can take the fast travel system. It is a little strange that the Citadel has its like fast travel system because I don't feel like anything's all that far. Like walking isn't horrible. Let's see. Did I get the CSEC? Yeah, there we go. Okay, to the docking bay. I don't know why Rex was kneeling there.
You Quarians messed up the whole galaxy when you let the Geth break free. Do your people ever talk about it?
Do the Krogan talk about starting a foolish war that resulted in the Turians sterilizing your people?
All the time.
Okay, I don't think I've ever actually heard the banter between these two. So this should be interesting. I love elevators that hide loading. What game was it? I think it was Morrowind, where the little like hint screens were technically the system rebooting.
A private docking bay. Wonder how much the Alliance had to shell out for this.
Can I get this nerd right there? Yeah, I think it was Morrowind that like would literally reboot the system because they had to reset the memory, I think it was.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
How well do I know the crew? Because I feel like this was the initial flight of the ship. So like how long was this crew actually together before we went on the mission to Eden Prime?
This isn't right. The Normandy belongs to you.
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
That seems awfully caring for a renegade answer.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it?
Yes.
I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Saren's not gonna get away this time.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
So, like, it feels like there's just a lot of weird plot holes in this. Council will specifically send me into the Traverse to find Saren. Now I'm being told by Captain Anderson that Saren's just gone. Don't even bother looking for him. And then, like, I'm gonna be going and basically searching for him, so...
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard.
Of
I'm not
course.
sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I wonder if there's a, like, moment where I get to just punch the ambassador dude. Like, he did have that little moment of redemption where he sassed the Council, but it wasn't enough.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
I think we probably will start, like, main story-wise with going after Blue Waifu, but... for
Sounds
right
like
now,
we
we're
should
just
head for
gonna
the
do a
Artemis
bit
Tau
of
cluster.
exploring.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll take care of Saren. You take care of the political fallout.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
I have to say, like, if you're trying to get someone who now has overwhelming authority above and beyond what they used to be and now over you, trying to sass them like that, maybe not the best option. We'll talk to
Yes,
Anderson.
Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics.
It's just the way it is.
Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Let's see, what would Renegade Shepard actually do?
Listen up, Normandy.
This is your commander speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit, and I refuse to let anything get in the way of that mission.
We all know what happened on Eden Prime.
We saw the destruction. We saw the bodies. We saw what Saren did, and I plan to make him pay.
Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow.
Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
Okay, humanity is definitely not in this alone because I already have, like, other aliens on my ship, so...
This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on.
The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain's not here. I'm in charge now, Joker, and time's wasting. Get this bird in the air.
Yes, ma'am.
Except I'm going to turn back around and get that codex entry. Like, I feel like if the renegade options were just like a little more sass as opposed to just being a dick. Being like a dick that you don't want to cooperate with. That's the thing that gets me. How do I zoom out? Ah, Q. This game is really strange to play on a PC, even though it's technically a shooter. You would think it would fit a little bit better, but like, goddamn, it feels so weird playing on this. Let's see, where actually, can I exit out? Where was Kohaku's? Yeah, those are our main assignments. Oh, it was in the Artemis Tau cluster. Okay, cool. Alright. I do feel like the music here is probably a little loud. Also, I'm just like super naturally soft-spoken, so I need to work on that. Alright, it was in Sparta. I have to turn the music volume down a little bit, 'cause that's a little loud. And we're gonna be spending some time in the galaxy map, so that's really low. Man, the audio settings in this game are strange. Alright, so this is actually like one of my favorite parts of this game, is just exploring all the systems and reading about the planets. I'm gonna go ahead and read these entries, seeing as how they're not voiced in any way. I do feel like I need to turn down the volume a little bit to the... There's gotta be an easier way to get out of the galaxy map. Alright. Settings. Sound. Turn the music volume down a little bit. Yeah, that works. That works. I guess people nowadays would prefer this. I do wonder if the Legendary Edition, like, maybe has a little bit better sound mixing and, like, options. Make it a little easier. So I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation of some of these names at least. Tremanner is a dwarf planet composed of light magnesium silicates with deposits of aluminum. Its surface is covered by wide swaths of ancient dark basaltic lava, possibly indicating the world was created through an impact with some other body in the system. Tremanner's magnetic field is non-existent. This makes it impossible for ships to dump drive charge from orbit. That said, Tremanner's minuscule gravity allows even cruiser-sized vessels to land safely for direct grounding. It's just fascinating to me that someone had to go through and write all these descriptions for these planets, and you can tell there are spots where people are like, yeah, we can't come up with anything. It's just a gas giant. Like, this is the...
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Alright, so this is the place that we actually need to land. Daedalus is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Daedalus' surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand with only a few areas of igneous rock highlands to break the abrasive, dust-choked wind. Daedalus' orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant Antamalka. Due to a high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. Alright, so we're going to take our team. It's got our balanced team here. It would be kind of nice if in this screen you could actually see like the skills that the characters have. It's like one of the skills that you really need while exploring these places is the electronics and decryption. I think that's the other skill. Alright, I'm actually really curious to see how this thing controls. Oh, I got an achievement. I'm curious how this thing controls on PC, because it controls very weird on a controller, and I know a lot of people hated it. Aside from going through the systems and reading about them, actually exploring little planets is really cool. I wish this was something that they had expanded on in the sequels instead of just completely cutting all of this out. Alright, so we can sort of... got WASD movement, but then the camera is separate from that. There, that seems to be a bad thing. Did it save? Maybe I should save my game. It's worth saving when you get to the planets, because all kinds of stupid crap can pop up. Alright, so... playing on a controller, it's actually kind of easier dealing with these things, because you can just sort of like rock yourself back and forth. Of course, it pops up right in front of me. Run! Run away! I feel like on console, or at least when I was playing it those things would constantly pop up right underneath me, which does a ton of damage. It's actually kind of easier. Yeah, no. Can I get away from it? It feels a little like cheating to just pop up right underneath you. Usually it does a lot more damage. There it is. It's not really staying in place. Constantly, like stop in place, and then you can just sort of like rock it back and forth in the Mako, whatever the hell it's pronounced. That's some dead bodies, Jim. How do we get okay, Q.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
I also really enjoy...
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. He'd want to know what happened here.
Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of these, like, vehicles and stuff, it just makes me think of, like, 70s sci-fi. Like, the covers to old sci-fi books. And I feel like that was a lot of what they were going for when they designed this game. That kind of, like, classic sci-fi vibe to stuff. I don't know, if you haven't seen old sci-fi book covers, or even looked at old sci-fi shows, aside from like Star Trek, you should give them a look. Old covers to books, like fantasy and sci-fi books, they had some of the most amazing art, but also some of the weirdest art, and honestly, that is just... it's something that's like lost nowadays. I feel like a lot of book covers nowadays, it's just kind of like symbols, or like, you know, you get your little, for like cozy fantasy, you get your cozy cafe scene on the cover, and that's kind of it. I don't even know, do like romance novels still have like the half-naked people on them? Where is it? Oh,
Heading
there it is.
out.
Oh, okay. I don't like this. You found Captain Milan's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure. Okay, who is Captain Milan? Journal. Locate signs of battle. So we found a Solarian artifact. Keep looking for more. League medallions and Solarian ID tags. I think there's information in here. Maybe? Well, it's not going to be in Humanity and Systems Alliance. Ooh. I mean, this is just wild, like all of the detail that they went into building this setting. Huh, I thought it gave some information about. Maybe it's under the
The
council
Asari
races?
were the first species to discover the Citadel.
No.
When the
Okay. I know it explains what those League medallions are somewhere. That's okay. Let's go exploring. I think on each map there's usually anomalies, like a couple anomalies, things that get marked on this map, like, you know, the distress signal, the mummified Solarian, and debris. And then there's usually like 2 to 3 mineral deposits that you can scan. Sometimes you can run across other stuff. This is a relatively easy planet to get around. There are some that are pretty much just jagged mountains, and they are absolutely obnoxious to try to do in this vehicle. Like, as much as I love the Mako, I understand why some people do not care for it at all. Electronic skill too low. So we probably need average or the hard one. Okay, well, let's see. I think I see a mineral thing showing up. I mean, aside from the just being kind of interesting and, you know, it providing that nice sci-fi, like, mysterious element to exploration, finding stuff like the minerals actually does give you money, and there does come a point
Heading to
where
position.
money just doesn't really matter anymore. Okay, now that I'm getting used to that, that's not quite as bad. I'm not great at, like, rhythm games. Ooh, okay. We're doing a little bit of a dance turn around there. I'm not great at the little rhythm game mini game that they had in the console versions, so who knows? Maybe by the end of this I will actually enjoy that version of the hacking decryption. Woo. Ooh, okay. Camera going a little weird there. Yeah, this thing does not handle like any kind of vehicle. I think there's some in-universe explanation that's like wrapped in a Mass Effect field, so it's super light and that's why it bounces around like this, but also I think, you know, planetary gravity has something to do with it. It'd be kind of interesting to... I don't know. I enjoy the planet exploration element of this a lot. It creates that, you know, that like, again, early sci-fi vibe. I don't feel like there's a lot of sci-fi that I've seen that's about, you know, exploring. Obviously, Star Trek. But there's a point where it feels like a lot of modern sci-fi kind of sidesteps the exploration aspect of it. I guess, I mean, admittedly, it's probably a little bit of a slower thing than like, we ran across an alien and it wants to destroy us, but I like those sorts of things. The way that spins around that is just super, super weird. It feels like playing Oblivion. Is it Oblivion? Maybe it's Skyrim. Not Oblivion, yeah. The lockpicking in Oblivion is different. Skyrim, and trying to like tweak the lockpicks around, and then they just like spin super weird directions because of how, you know, everything's just programmed in it for whatever reason. Alright, there's a third one here. I think that's usually it. Also, I feel like a vehicle like this should just be able to, you know, climb up and over anything. There's some mountains that you run across that you just get stuck on. Okay. I think that's everything for this map. The only thing we weren't able to do was that. I want to say that's all that's usually... Like, it's usually 2 to 3 deposits and then, like, some areas of interest. So, go back to the Normandy. Might do a little bit of exploration, and then maybe we'll go get Blue Waifu. Let's see. Mouse sensitivity is weird. Collection of small siliceous asteroids loosely bound together by gravity. Prothean data disk recovered. While scanning the asteroid field in the Sparta system, you found signs of habitation. A recon team was sent to investigate one of the larger asteroids. The rock had a small functioning biodome, but no sign of anyone still living there. There was, however, a data console with an intact Prothean data disk inside. Cool. Let's see. Zoom out. Altaia is an unusually large terrestrial world with a trace atmosphere of methane and ammonia. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of sandstone and other sedimentary rocks with deposits of iron and chlorides. Judging by the sedimentary composition of the crust, it appears that Altaia once possessed an atmosphere thick enough to support some form of liquid. What cataclysm stripped the atmosphere and left the planet to freeze is not currently known. I do wonder, like, they must have gotten some science advisors on this, you know, when they were building all this stuff. Antamalka is a large hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sulfur in the atmosphere. Its massive gravity well tugs many asteroids from the outer belt inwards past the orbit of Altaia and Daedalus and eventually settle into the inner belt. Antamalka's orbit is congested with hundreds of captured moons. Most last only a few thousand years before being ejected, dragged down into the atmosphere, or ripped apart by tidal forces and added to the gas giant's immense rings. Attempting to navigate this chaotic environment is hazardous at best. Ships without military-grade kinetic barriers are likely to suffer catastrophic impacts. Okay. Scans from orbit have detected a large concentration of hydrogen. Wow! The hydrogen-helium gas giant has a large concentration of hydrogen? I'm glad I was here to discover that. Let's see, one more planet. There's usually stuff in the, like, asteroid belts. Small distant Alsages is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of methane and argon. The surface is composed of water ice and calcium with occasional deposits of light metals. During the Alliance's pirate suppression campaign in the 2160s, the Batarian Elohim Ranpura was caught with his frigate Tunaran grounded on Alsages for drive discharge. When challenged by the cruiser Hyderabad, Ranpura refused to surrender. The Tunaran was destroyed attempting to take off. The debris is strewn across the southern hemisphere. Scans from orbit have detected a small deposit of plutonium. Like, that little world building that you get is just, I don't know, it makes the setting feel a lot more real. You get stuff like that in, like, Magic the Gathering, the flavor text. We're gonna scan this asteroid belt and see. Why does my mouse feel like it's moving so slowly? So slowly. Alright, doesn't look like it. One of the things I used to do when playing and when I had a lot of patience is just kind of like zoom back here, because you can usually get like the entire asteroid belt sort of in screen, and the objects in the asteroid belts that you can discover blink before you've discovered them. So I just sit and like stare at the screen to see if there is anything in the asteroid belt. I get a lot of like enjoyment out of those sorts of things in games, and I don't really know why. One of my favorite games, Sly Cooper 2. I used to wander across the maps and just like stop and listen for the little bottles that hold the clues, because they make a very distinct noise. And yeah, I don't know why that entertains me so. Like the sniper rifle, I feel like kind of makes a little more sense. Yeah, it's something that's like engaging gameplay, but that stuff is just, oh yeah, see the little blinking that it does. I don't know. That game scratched a lot of itches. Things like this, like sort of like you can collect things. Those scratch an itch. Phaistos is a small terrestrial with a trace atmosphere of carbon dioxide and xenon. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur and various silicates. There is little of interest on this desolate world. Wow, my voice. I think I need to start drinking tea. I used to have a job that involved a lot of talking, and that was one of the main things that they suggested. It's tea. And I should probably get back to drinking tea. A metal-rich asteroid. Scans of this large asteroid field have revealed several deposits of platinum. Alright, I think this is the planet. Yeah. So, let's finish exploring. Zachros is a terrestrial world with a nitrogen-methane atmosphere containing trace amounts of hydrocarbons. Its frigid surface is mainly composed of water, ice, and hydrocarbon slush. Most of the surface is not solid enough to support the full weight of a landed ship. If approach is necessary, use shuttles or keep the ship's Mass Effect envelope up. And we can't scan it. Okay. It's not interesting enough to scan. Armeni is a terrestrial world with an unusually thin atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Its surface is composed of silica with deposits of carbonaceous materials. The initial flyby probe of Armeni detected multiple areas at the equator with oddly regular surface protrusions. Closer investigation revealed these as millions of elaborate crypts a few meters below the surface, left by a long-extinct spacefaring species called the Zeoth. Zeoth? Many human universities wish to perform archaeological excavations. Council law holds grave sites as sacrosanct, however, and the matter has been tied up in court for a decade. Okay, it's a tomb world. Is there anything? Yeah, there we go. A dark carbon-rich asteroid. Scans of the asteroid field in the Knossos system revealed some strange readings. Upon closer inspection, Navigator Presley discovered the remains of an abandoned Solarian fighter. The only thing of interest on board was a League of One medallion. If I remember right, the League of One is like Solarian assassin group that got outed and like disappeared. A small hydrogen-helium gas giant, Arcanes, has been developed as a full-featured, if modest, stopover for ships hauling refined materials from Therum. In addition to a powerful magnetic field to dump drive charge, Arcanes has a largely automated infrastructure of helium-3 refining and deuterium mining on its many water-ice moons. Scans of the gas giant have detected a large concentration of nitrogen. I mean, at least that's a different element than, like, what most of the planet is made up of. Like, if I'm finding hydrogen on something that is a hydrogen gas giant, like, I feel like it's already been discovered. Therum is a distant but rich industrial world claimed by the Human Systems Alliance. Its plentiful heavy metals have fueled the recent manufacturing boom on Earth. Core samples rich with the fossils of simple silicon-based organisms indicate Therum was more habitable in the past than it is at present. Perhaps this explains the many Prothean ruins dotting the surface, most of which have been looted by mining corporations. What do we got? Can I scroll? That horizon makes it a little hard to read things. Alright, let's go get Blue Waifu. We'll have the whole team at least. I am not actually going to romance anyone on this playthrough because I know there are actually boobies in this game and I do not want to get, banned before I can actually get anywhere streaming.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Cool. I assume that's lava. I assume that's not just like orange water. Let's see. Are you lava? Yeah, that's lava. Getting a death spin going there. Did it save when I got to the planet? It did. Okay.
All targets down.
What targets, Tali? I mean, I kind of assumed it was lava, but it does kind of like, I don't know, looks a little bit more like sun reflecting off of water than like lava. Oh, let's not go near the lava again. Those jets are probably the most useless thing on the Mako. I feel like what it really needed was some sort of like boost, like going forward boost, as opposed to I can lift off into the air. I guess the music stopped. Well, of course, the moment the moment I start talking about it. I really need to like clear my throat next time. Where are they? Where are they? I feel like the Geth ships look kind of like a Pokemon. I don't know which Pokemon though. It is interesting, like, at least the way that I play. I feel kind of like a pirate ship. Like, having naval battles, I'm like getting broadside and like firing my cannon. So, that went through my hitbox without actually touching me. So yeah, I'd be like doing this basically, like forward and backward. And yeah, it feels like I'm on a sailing ship and I'm lining up the broadsides. Is that what they call them? Broadsides? Obviously you're hitting them on the broadside, but like, I don't know, you don't have like forward mounted cannons.
Only
or
a fool
anything.
punches a Nathak in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
Yeah, but I'm gonna blow these things up first, because they're gonna be a pain in the ass. Can I get that other? Ooh, good. Alright, we tricked it out. Whoa. Close. Almost got me. Not quite. Alright, how can... Alright, can Alright. Oh, okay. Alright. So again, I understand that people do not like the Mako for very valid reasons. Still think it's something they could have, like, iterated on and made better. Okay. Doing a barrel roll. Or attempted barrel roll. Come on. There we go. The moment you hit a pebble, it's just chaos.
I smell trouble.
You smell trouble? Ooh, that's a rocket. This feels kind of like bullying, to be honest with you. Okay. The other thing about the Mako, like you can't shoot down. This feels like a major design flaw because there's like a very obvious like radius around you that you just can't shoot. Do you like modern tanks have this issue? I imagine modern tanks have this issue too. But like, this is the future.
I'm on my way.
We should have solved this issue. I still have not worked out the quick slots. I should probably do that. I know there's an enemy here. One of those rocket Geth. Hello. Nope. There it is. That definitely looked like it should have been like right here.
That's the last of them.
Alright. Oh my god. Come on. There we go. Ooh. All armor for the character we're not going to use. Oh well, we'll take it anyway. Open up the gate. I did not mean to hide behind the wall there. Oh, one of those things was a biotic amp. And we leveled? When did we level? Shield battery, regenerator, heatsink, more chemical rounds. Okay, take all that. Gemini amp. Alright, so no duration bonus, a lower power bonus, but the cooldown is faster. I think I am gonna equip that. There's not really any armor that I can like switch to. I have mostly alien armor. That is interesting. Shield regenerator. I do kind of feel like that's useful. Having more shields is also useful. But let's keep the first aid in there just because I feel like we can pop one of these in with them. Tali has like stupidly huge shields, so I'm gonna make her shields regenerate faster. Yeah, some of the I think I vented about this last stream. Like some of the armor is just obviously better. Like it's not a matter of, well, if I play it this way it's better. No, it's just straight up better. I feel like I should do this so that I can actually revive people. So we'll level up to get that. Let's unlock shotguns for him. And Tali. Well, let's get our increased ability to hack things. Well, I guess decryption is the hacking. Alright, let's save. Do need to remember to save often. I feel like there are a number of times where I make stupid mistakes and die, and then suddenly I have a whole section of the game to go back through. There are crates back here, if I remember right. Yeah. I'm a blue goblin. More Turian armor. Great. Hey, there's human armor. I can't wear that yet, but we'll be able to soon. They're stuck on the pipes. Sometimes you get stuck on pipes. Sometimes you really get stuck on pipe. Holly, what the hell? Okay. So the AI in the PC version seems to be a little bit better, but they still get stuck on stuff, so I think they will teleport to you if you get far enough away. But I don't want to rely on that. Chemical rounds, armor piercing rounds. Okay. What ammo types do we have on them? Let's see, Rex is... yeah. And Tali. Let's give you chemical rounds. See, I don't think the NPCs ever overheat their weapons. And I don't feel like they have to deal with weapon stability as much. I feel like a lot of the mods, like those kinds of mods for the weapons, are like really just player oriented. Oh, that wheel did not go nearly as far as I thought it was going to. Alright, so... okay. Does Rex have, like, the best weapons possible? Yeah, he's got an Avenger, too. He's got good stuff. Is there anything in this one? I don't think there is anything in this one. Nope. Okay. I think it's the other one. And there's an enemy. We should move our car closer. Can I run? Okay, that is the run button, but it really just moves the camera out a little bit. Okay, we can break those apart.
Securing point.
Okay. Is there anything back there? It doesn't look like it. Alright, there is an enemy in here. Crouch down so we get better accuracy.
Heads up.
Yeah, that warp really doesn't do a whole lot. Need to bump its numbers up. Oops. I'm going to fail this. Why am I being dumb? Yep, okay. Do I really want to override using 25? You know what? We'll end up having more than enough. That wasn't super worth it.
All targets down.
I mean, Rex? Who the hell are you? Alright, E. F is med gel. I have to remember how to play it. See, yeah, they get stuck on things. I do wonder if that's like better in the legendary version. Please do not get stuck on the railing. Okay, we are losing control of the Mako. Not into the lava. Not into the pipes. I don't think I actually... Oh, I did hit it. No. I will say, the enemies in this game, like on the planets, do seem to know exactly where you're at. At least the Geth seem to. I mean, I guess it makes sense, because you're like driving around in this Erector set vehicle. Do they even make Erector sets anymore? I don't think they do. I remember playing with Erector sets when I was very, very little. I think they were technically my brothers. I say technically like they would have been one of my other siblings. Older brothers. Oh, okay, well I shot the mountain. There we go. Well, shot the mountain again. If that mountain had blood, it'd be kind of dead. Not really. Come on, there we go. You know, I might actually have to try to play this with the controller because this is kind of awful. I don't normally say that. We're gonna Omnigel the shock absorbers. And the Harden Weave one. I think everything else we'll take. Ooh, Heatsink 3. What do I have on here? Oh, okay, yeah. Heatsink 1, well. There we go. Upgrade my shotgun. Not that I expect I'm actually going to use the shotgun all that much. Rex probably will. Let's give him chemical rounds as well. I want to say Tally also uses shotguns at some point. Let's see. Okay, they like this is the thing. Like, yeah, you get a little bit more damage protection, but this is like an upgraded version of the base, and this like light armor basically outclasses it. It's weird. It's weird to me. Used to RPGs having a lot of like, you know, like armor that has different stats on it, but they support different play styles more, and here it just seems to be one is significantly better than the other. Let's give you some shotgun. What does that actually do? Damage and accuracy. Okay. Yeah, see, she got shotguns too. But you're gonna kinda Ollie is gonna be like my electronics and decryption equivalent to like your HM or TM Pokemon. I mean, she has other uses. Wow, I just took all three of those to the base. That was not pro gaming. I do appreciate that some of these rockets are just going straight through and not hitting. That felt a little bit like a trick shot. Is this, oh yeah, this is the only thing that's left. Can I run into it? I think I can run into it and do damage to it. Okay, if yep, sure can. And then shoot right over it. That was not as effective as I would have hoped. Just run you over. Okay. There we go. Running over, kind of useful. Not as useful as I would hope. I think you can run over the little ones and it's like an instant kill. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check and see what the controller support on this is, because holy hell, doing this on a keyboard and mouse is actually difficult. Okay, I don't know what I hit. Hey, yes. Jumping and landing on them does kill them immediately. It's kind of nice. I do feel like they could have like put more stuff on this planet as you're driving around. This is a little barren. More things to kind of explore. Little shacks, more loot. Well, I definitely took him out. Alright, I think there's some... Those are rockets. Okay, guess I'm shooting up at the mountain. Nope, nope, nope. Almost went into the lava. That was almost bad. Nope. Okay, seriously. Now that I have tasted the lava, it seems like I very much want to go into the lava. Ooh. I think that's an upgrade from what I have equipped. It sure is. Alright. I think when we're done here, we'll go through our inventory. So that's going to be getting kind of rough. Ooh, music change. was my grenade button? That's a rocket. Is it R? It was R. There it was. I did not trick shot that. Hello? What are you two doing? I guess they don't. Okay.
Perimeter clear.
Zero help. They have greater shields. That could have been helpful. Oh, I don't have... Well, usually don't have sniper skill by this point anyway. There's a couple spots that's fun to just snipe people here. Hello, stop. Okay, Tali, how? Okay. You know, I probably should have saved it before I came down in here. I am probably gonna die. I almost peeked out there. That would have been dangerous. Why can I not? Hello? Game controls. Oh, yeah, okay. That's fair. That was fair. Shit, where did it save? Yeah. I should have saved before I went in there. That's okay. Okay, so combat AI. Oh wow, I'm actually way back here. Combat AI, not great. Let's see if they get stuck on the pipes again. Okay, it looks like I'm getting all the same stuff at least. Did I go into that one? I did not go into that one yet. Oh, maybe I did. Oh no, it's just the upgrade thing. That's right. Chemical rounds. Alright, so the AI in combat, not really doing so hot so far. I almost ran over that. There we go. Oh, there was that crate that I failed on. Guess we can try that again without having to waste Omnigel. There wasn't anything in that one. I think it's just this one. Alright, let's...
Take cover!
Let's toss... Can I? There we go. That's a lot easier on a controller, too. And then you take pot shots at them as they're getting up. Much better. Much better. Still not really stuff that I need, but much better.
I think we're good, Commander.
I'm gonna listen to this video and it's gonna be me mumbling most of the time, and that is something that we need to stop. Kinda helps if you can actually hear the person playing the game. I mean, unless you just want to see the game being played. But then why would you be watching me? Okay, not that much that I have to go back through. Line it up. Nice. That's right. Where are they? Where are they? And it is convenient that them firing those things kind of gives away their location. I feel like most people, like, looking at this, like, how can you even see anything? Oh, that's right, I do have to re-level. Alright, let's see. I got that. What else did I throw it in? Tactical armor, I think, because I want to unlock medium armor. We gave you 2 points into shotguns. And my HM Pokemon for decryption, not encryption. We Omnichelled these ones. And then we took everything else. Then I swapped out some stuff. Alright, I am not going to be using my shotgun just yet. So, did I get the... Nope, not yet. Okay. Let's actually give Rex the better shotgun. And give him... I wish that I could update the mod and the ammo at the same time, but no, that would make way too much sense. We'll give her one too. What? I think I'm like fully kitted out with chemical rounds on everyone. Alright, let's go take down the big one. Well, actually, yeah, let's get to the spot where we have to get out of the Mako. I shouldn't die before that, I would hope. Ah, ooh. Threaded the needle there. Hi. I do appreciate that, like, the Geth bodies just kind of go flying when you rocket them. Thrilling sea battle action. I wonder if that's how they like intended people to play. So you sit off a good distance and then you just kind of rock back and forth while firing your cannon. I imagine they wanted people to be like driving up and firing the cannon at these things. Too bad, that's not how I play. Okay, did I... Hello? Hi. Die, please. There we go. Oop, oop. Getting... Oh, okay. Come on, Mako. Mako. I think it's actually pronounced Mako in this game. Yeah, see, this is... You need some, like, little houses or something to explore in these little stretches. Then again, I imagine a lot of people would just skip right by it anyway. Did I get both of them? No. Bye. Bye. It just feels disrespectful. Like, I didn't even stop. I ran over that thing and kept going. Can I do that here? Nope. I'm gonna go right over. Alright. Resist the siren call of the lava. Okay. We're gonna save. Because that's smart. What equipment did I get? Oh, hey. Those are actually good. Wait, what does... Oh, I didn't change these out. Yeah. That'll work. Then I'll die and forget to change those again. Let's find out if my squad mates want to actually help me in this fight. Something tells me. Grenade. I only got one of those. I don't know what was going on at the end there, where like I literally couldn't aim my gun. I think it's like you get low enough on health you can't, you know, like peek out. Let's see, can we maybe get trick shot the sniper? Can't tell if I actually got that or not. I don't think I did. Okay, well, the party does seem to be actually helping. Oh! What even got me there? I think maybe one of those snipers is still there. I'm usually not this bad at this game, I swear. Alright, let's try...
I smell trouble.
Well, yeah, I think I got by those damn snipers. They do actually do a fair amount of damage. Although they usually have a red line that pops up that tells you that you're about to get sniped. Not this time. You know what, just for fun. Oh, that's right. I can't even aim with that without the skill. That's kind of bogus. Yeah, I don't think that's getting that sniper, so I'm probably getting sniped. Yep. He's still there. Can you? Okay. Sniper down. Okay. Getting rocketed. Is there another? Hello? Do you two mind? Alright, do I have to like get even further up into here? Oh, I think I just took a rocket to the face. dumb, at least. Would have been bad. Okay, stop shooting me. They don't do anything, and then they shoot me.
That's the last of them.
What equipment did we get? Okay, more ammo. I'm gonna save. I know there's a boss fight coming up here, and this is gonna be like a very interesting shit show, probably. Given what we've already seen the AI do. I feel like it was being smarter the last time that I played. Like, Caden didn't go down all the goddamn time. Those things are hyper annoying. So I like that we all have like our assault rifles out, but only Rex is using an assault rifle. Okay, I'm gonna get behind walls. Holy crap. I'm glad that I saved. We're gonna have to watch that cutscene again. Damn. I don't think I've ever been picked off like that before. I swear I'm not this bad at this game. I do appreciate that the cutscene literally drops you like right out in the open. Feels just a little rude. Like, what military unit is going to be... We're just going to go right up the middle, where we're completely exposed. And I'm going to be looking through the sight of my assault rifle when there's nothing on the ground. Okay, ooh. Are these things...
Shield down!
Wow. Alright, well, Rex is already down. Tells me Tali is about to go, too. Okay, how are you supposed to track these things? I am all alone. Ooh. Alright, so, where's my... Let's get everybody up. And healed. And Tali's already down. I just like... Oh, damn, my dude. At least I can kind of cheese this one. Okay, I have to be careful about not getting like splash damaged. Wow.
That's the last of them.
That sucked. Alright, well, let's heal up again. Oh, Tali. I don't think there are any, like, chests around here. Maybe we should give Tali the first aid interface. I mean, I don't know. I know Rex has, like, the natural, the, like, ability. But she, I think, needs that, at least right now. That was rough. That was rough. I've never been like one-shot sniped like that in that fight before. Oh, the boss at the end of this is probably going to be a pain in the ass too. Whee! There's a geth that steps out here, I think.
Finally, some action.
There you are. Finally. Just got done with the boss fight, Tally. Tally. I did not mean to put my weapon away. Where are you? There you are. I see your feet. Haha. I get both of them. I did get both of them. I'm gonna explode that thing. Alright, cool. Hey. Let's unlock that. Not that I really have any like weapons that will make it super useful, but let's unlock fitness. So that's just health. Have him be kinda tanky. Then for her, maybe I should, yeah. Try to get their armor a little bit better. I wish you could order this like stuff you can actually equip. Man, that's a lot of damage protection. My shields go down and my tech biotic protection goes way down. We'll equip that. We look like Ashley. Did I have any better armor for her? No, I did not. Of course I did not.
Perimeter clear.
I mean, pink is a choice if you're like, you know, a shooter person. A soldier. Pink is definitely a choice.
It looks like this cavern formed around the ruin after it was built.
Interesting. I guess I'm facing them. It's a little weird when the door is right there, but, you know. Yeah, I feel like the boss at the end of this is gonna be... It's gonna be frustrating. Maybe I should not have come here just yet.
Sterile white. Protheans sure build things homey.
Like, this is gray, right? Like silver at best, right? Like, I guess that's what he's talking. I mean, that doesn't look white either. I mean, that kind of does. Like blue tinted, but still. Cool. I'm just gonna be staring at my party instead of the door.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please?
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Right, we're gonna be playing Renegade version.
Quit shouting! This place is crawling with Geth!
Sorry, I am a little... Look, my name is Dr. Liara Tassoni. I am an archaeologist. Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
There's some kind of propulsion field in the way.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain. I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
This feels rude.
You shouldn't have been messing with technology you don't understand.
I wasn't going to let the Geth capture me. Besides, I know how it works. Mostly. There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Cool. I think they're... Yep, there they are.
Over there!
Am I even hitting it? I guess I was. Not really sure what exploded there. I think there's a sniper? Yeah. I prefer not to be sniped again. That was rather embarrassing. I wonder how this is gonna work, because this also kind of worked off the little, like, rhythm minigame on console. There's loot. There's loot to be had. I mean, honestly, I do actually like the pink armor. I guess it kind of, like, shows how much of a badass you are if you go out onto the battlefield looking like this obviously standoutish. Hello. Oh, come on, I was through that. Okay, that's obnoxious. Yeah, that wasn't really worth it. Oh well. We'll be omnigelling stuff like crazy here shortly, so... Let's try this again. That one was easier. It's like some of them, if you mess up, like technically you have a chance, but there's just not enough time. Okay. How? Okay. See, it's using WASDA, and I would have figured that, like, this is how they would have done. Hello? Down. Is it really down, down? Is it down, down, down? Nope. Okay. Down, down. Right. Left? Up? Nope. Down, down. Right, left, down? Nope. Wow, I wish there were some sort of thing in the game that would tell me what the instructions were, or at least give me some hints so I could work it out myself. Why haven't I tried? That? Left, right. Oh my god, what? Wow, that literally just brute forcing it. I'm sure, like, there's probably some little, like, data pad or something that gives you some hint towards it, but having to brute force a pattern like that, that's amazing game design right there. Love it. Okay. I like the Prothean, like, green interface a lot better than the orange. Our society's virtual interface is not as good.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
Why do they have a mining laser like that down here? That seems dangerous for an archaeological dig.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Did it say?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
Shit. I'm gonna die. I have to go through all this over again.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister!
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Can I save now? Nope. Oh, I can switch my equipment around for some reason. Yeah, that's okay. Console version, I think, auto-saves right before that conversation. I didn't see whether it did on here, so might have to be replaying a little bit. That'll be fun. This fight sucks. At least at this level. I probably could have leveled up a little bit more. Gone on a little bit more
Surrender.
prepared, you know?
Or don't. That would be more fun.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
I like your attitude.
Cool. This is gonna suck. Oh no, there you go. Alright, what's that? Okay. Got pushed. Is it? It is the Battle Master that's over here. Let's get rid of all the gap. Because they are a pain in the ass. Okay. I have shield boost. I sure do. I need more shields. Let's see if we can throw it. He tanked that. Well, that was going well. I don't even know what killed me.
I still cannot believe
I
all
did
this.
autosave here.
Why would the
Cool.
Geth come after me?
I mean,
Do you think
good, I
Benezia's
guess.
involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
I feel like my team is not actually helping me out in those firefights.
What the hell was that?
Which is
These
frustrating.
ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister!
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Then the long elevator ride. Like, why it couldn't save right before. See, like right there. That would have been nice. That would have been convenient. Can't have that.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
We don't have time to deal with this idiot. Charge!
Let's see how long this takes.
I like your attitude.
Take a rocket launcher. That out. What's it got taken out? Okay, they're definitely helping, at least. Did it go? There you go. Okay. Only 2 times. That's not too bad. Yeah, that audio is gonna be way high. I am so sorry for anyone's eardrums that just got burst by that.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
Sometimes Joker's a real ass. Just try to ignore him.
I see. It must be a human thing.
Being an ass?
I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why
Space
my
elves.
research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Get to the point.
The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
It is interesting how the game story and setting like opens up like this. I don't know. This the way this game tells its story. Like there are issues I have been very annoyingly pointing them out, but like I do enjoy it. It does pull you in so well.
You're not much of an expert, Doctor. The answer's been standing in front of you the whole time. The Protheans were wiped out by a race of machines, the Reapers.
What?
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
How is the evidence even like if I'm gonna be a jerk like this, like at least make sense? How is that evidence been standing right in front of her this entire time?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
Looks like we wasted our time here.
Wait, Commander. Saren might try another attempt on my life. I'd feel safer if you let me stay on your ship. Besides, my knowledge of the Protheans might prove useful later.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Alright, I didn't really want to be like racist, Shepard, but that is the renegade option.
We've already got every other non-human species on board. Might as well add an Asari to the team.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful.
She just glides right by it, too.
I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate? Or slept? Dr. Chockwell should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Like, I know they have to, like, use the same audio recordings, like, no matter what option you're taking here, but, like, it makes so much more sense playing a Paragon. Like, the dialogue options from the other people just flows so much smoother than, like, I'm just gonna be casually racist at you, and you're gonna be like, oh, yeah, that's fine.
Go see the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Hell no.
Don't bother.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Actually, I probably should have. I could have gotten more renegade points there by sassing the Council. Alright. Well, I think that's probably a good place to save. We'll go over here, save, and be done for this stream at least. Oh, I leveled up again. I'm really glad that last boss didn't take. There have been times I have been stuck on that boss because I do go here like immediately, and I'm not prepared in any way, shape, or form. And that stupid Krogan can hit like a Mack truck. Like apparently he did to me earlier. I still don't know what actually. Maybe he shotgunned me. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like that's a good place to stop for today. I'll need to actually check and see how the audio is sounding. Hopefully, you know, it's better today than it was last time, except for the ruins coming down. Yeah, I have like sound effects and whatnot turned down, and that was loud even in my headset with the volume that I have. So sorry about that. not my fault. That was BioWare's fault. Let's just blame them. Anyway, I think that's probably a good place to end this. Like I said, I will probably pick this back up tomorrow or the next day. I do want to get through this game on stream. And I probably will end up playing a Paragon run at some time because it makes so much more sense than the Renegade options. And I do love this game. Maybe I'll try playing, the Legendary Edition. I know that changes some things up, but maybe it'll work a little bit. Maybe my squad mates will actually do more in combat in the Legendary Edition. Who knows? We'll see, but that's all for me for now. Anyone watching this, I do hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and hopefully see you soon.